early stages, get to hamvoip here, hamvoip.org/howtos. You'll see there's loads of good stuff here that you can use, but the main thing is at the moment you want the image, so go all the way down and click, keep going, this one here. So just there you go, click it there, run it, and then extract it somewhere where you're going to find it, or straight to a USB stick if you want. Once you've got it stored somewhere, that image, then I would get Bellina Etcher is what I use. You can use Disk Imager if that's what you use. So when you select Flash from File, so you'll select the file where you've stored the image, select the target, that'll be the SD card that you've got in an adapter in your computer, just a micro SD card, and then Flash, and then so get that SD card and put that into your Raspberry Pi 3B. It will work on other ones, but that's the one I use. Plug that into your network, get your Ethernet cable, plug it into your router, and then do a scan, like a Wi-Fi scan, and find the IP address of it. And it's normally called, if I try and find my one now, if I just go to my router, like so. Oh, typical, we're not going to find it now. 92. Right, there's my router there. Right, taking ages, of course. IP scanner's doing a scan as well. Now, on my router, it always comes up as alarm pi. Can't see it on IP scanner. But in my router, there it is there, alarm pi. And so that is the IP address. So you're looking for the word alarm pi, alarm pi. Okay. So once you've got that, and then you'll be able to go to the next process. Now we're going to put in the Winscp settings. Providing you've done the image correctly, you will find that appear in your network search. The IP address on my one is here. I've put that in here. The port number is 22, or the 3 2s. The username is still going to be root, but the password will be the new password you earlier created. So we'll just put that in, and then we'll log in. Here we are at these files here. Double click here, go to, we're looking for etc. So we'll double click here. Then we'll go to etc. Then go to asterisk. And then you're looking for rpt-conf. Click that. Then go to the bottom. Right to the bottom. Got a slider here. And you're looking for this section. Now I've already done mine, so what you need to do is basically copy this, but using your own node number that you've got in your ALLSTAR, or created in ALLSTAR. So, and see, so the top line is the node number, and type that exactly the same, but your node number. The middle line, but instead of this section here that says radio at, see this 2.222.170, you've got to put in your public IP address, for your own home, for your router, and then you can see the line underneath. Now at the top here, you would put in your local IP address of your Raspberry Pi is showing up in your network. So you will have a different address here. So mine is actually at the moment it's actually 6, because I haven't set the static yet, so it changes. So it's actually 6. Okay, so and then when you've done that, hit save here at the top. Yeah, I will also add that at the bottom here, your port number is important. See, it says 82 here, so make sure you get that in there. And just notice that you have got a colon in there as well, a colon. You have to get it exactly the same. So you can just hit the X here to close that for now, because that's done. Make sure you have saved. So then look for manager.conf, which is this one here. So once you're in manager.conf, go down, see down here it says admin, and then you've got secret, and you can create, I've just put Raspberry for now, but just create your own password here that you're going to remember in Raspberry, and then click save here as well, and then you can close that. Then hit double click local. No, that's not correct, so we'll go back, hit the top one again, hit the yellow box above local, and you're looking for let's find it, httpd. So see it here, you can get quite lost in these menus. You've just got to click up and down a little bit. httpd, double click that. Then select conf, and then select httpd.conf, double click that, and then you get this window. Then scroll down and you find this bit that says listen 80. So just here, and then what you do, you add a line here. So you put listen space. I've put 82. I think you can change, you can choose the port that you want to use if you've got multiple nodes. So get that one in there and click save here. Remember, you always save it here, save. Close that window. Now we're looking for SRV again. I think we click here for that at the top. So you've got extra, then above you've got this yellow file. Double click that. Trying to find it. Give me a second to find it for you. So what I did was I just clicked the arrow up here, and then I went, if I got lost, I just go to root, double click root again, then I click this file where you started at the beginning, because you can get a bit lost in this, and then I'm looking for SRV, which is here. Look, SRV. So be persistent, don't close the window, just keep trying with these files here and this arrow, and eventually you'll find the thing. So it's SRV you want. Then go to HTTP and then double click Supermon. Then all mon ini, that one there. Then here at the top, just add your node number here, and then your password. See, it says password here. Add the same password here. Okay, then remember to save it, and then you can close that. And now you can reboot PUTTY. So now just go back to PUTTY, log back into PUTTY, and then you're going to go with your same username and password as before. Then go to number 9, select run. So once you've logged back into PUTTY, you need to add a password again. So what you do is go here and put in so it comes up automatically with the hash here, then space cd space srv http /supermon, then it'll go with a new line, then it's rm space dot htpasswd. Now the mistake I keep doing is putting in an R and then I get an error. So once you've typed that section there on line number 2, let's call it, then hit put in the word Y and hit, so you hit enter here, then put Y, then enter. Now ignore these lines, they were mistakes, this line here and this line here. The correct line is htpasswd space small c capital B space htpasswd space admin. Once you do that, then it will allow you to type your password. Now when you type the new password, you can't see it, so just type it, hit enter, and then it will say, you know, retype it, hit enter, and then if it all works well, it will say adding password for user admin, and then you can now type exit, XIT, hit enter, and that will take you back to the you know, the start menu. So now you can just go down to reboot and then click run, reboot. So now we can put in the IP address that we've got for our server. So I can see my Raspberry Pi flashing away at the moment. And if you've got it right, you will have this. This is a test come up. It's not, you don't see much, it's quite disappointing, big white page. But basically it says here, if you see this web server is working. So we got the web server. So now if we put a slash in front of it and put Supermon, PERMON, and hit enter, we go to the page here, which is quite refreshing. There's my node number. So there's all the information here, lots you can look at. Anyway, so we want to log in now. So let's see if I can remember my login passwords. So we'll hit, it's quite small, but at the top here on the left, it goes yellow when you go over it, when you hover over it. Click login. Now I've just got to remember my password. Now I used a temporary one, didn't I? So it's either root at the, no, actually it's admin at the top. ADMIN. And then I think I used Raspberry, didn't I? RASPBERRY. Let's get rid of that. Log in. Did we log in? It's saying we'd log in. So, well, that's it. We're logged in. Can we see anything here? There you go. Hit my number, and look, we can actually connect to things now. But the thing is, I've only got the Raspberry Pi connected at the moment, so it's not going to do much. Because the idea, I'm getting this ready for when I make a G7 RPG node. But this is a big step in the right direction, and lots of stuff here to look at. And let's click here, bubble map. There you go. That's me with my location. I could connect to something, but I can't see the point. So anyway, hope this helps. It's you know, it's a bit fiddly. You've got to take your time and watch it step by step. But this is an important step for using your own ALLSTAR node. 73M0FXB. Bye for now. M0FXB, Digital Ham Radio Diary. Welcome. Buck converter powered up with 12 volts. We've got our multimeter. We're just going to turn this screw. M0FXB. So we've put all the settings in for our DVSwitch to connect to ALLSTAR. We're just going to show you it connecting. So I'll just quickly show you the config page again, or the accounts. So just there, look, and just have a look here. IP address, port, username is the same as in the iax-client file. Password is the secret password. M0FXB. Then we've got my node number, and then we've saved it. Okay, let's go back. Now let's tap it. Let's go back, and we'll go to dialer. and we're not connected yet. Now look at Supermon on the left, you'll see it connects. So we'll hit connect. Remember, you do have to have an ALLSTAR node.
Node 5390110.
So that audio is coming from my mobile phone with the DVSwitch app. That's a free app to download. I'll put the link in. So now that you can see it, now says no CID and it says iax-rpt or web transceiver client. That's what it says on Supermon. You can see it just here where I'm wiggling my mouse. Okay, so nothing's connected. So now, if you want to connect, all you do is, now you could have it pre-set in a macro. We've got one here on HubNet, look. And then you just click send, or it should be *3, so that's actually wrong anyway. So if we go backspace, go *3 41522. Honestly, it could be any node on the system, on the ALLSTAR system. Click send and it will connect. Now look at the Supermon on my PC. There you go, it's just connected.
Node 41522.
Mike Whiskey 7, Romeo Lima Tango, returning. Yes, as I said, I heard your previous QSO and knowing that radio silence.
There you go, it's working fine. And on the macro section, you've got some numbers here you can use, look. Unlink *73, local, North America, and there's my shortcut there, and I got that one wrong, so I could edit it. I could just delete and go, let's have a look. Star. Go *3 41522. There you go, we've added that. We'll try the unlink, but I don't know if that'll work now. We'll hit it anyway and go back to dialer. And we'll go to unlink. We'll send that command, hit send. Not sure if it'll work when someone's talking. It'll work in Supermon. You just click on the blue section with the number and click disconnect. And it will disconnect. So let's try the macro.
41522. Disconnected.
You hear that? We'll try the macro HubNet. Right number this time and just click send. There you are, and we're reconnected. So probably the disconnect works when they're not talking. So I hope that shows you how we're using DVSwitch app on my phone to sort of control my ALLSTAR node here at home. Let's see if we can call in and see if someone will hear us. M0FXB, I'm just actually testing my DVSwitch app on my Android device that is linked to my ALLSTAR node. I wondered if my audio was okay. I am talking about a foot away from the device. Very nice to catch you. Been a long time from M0FXB. So as you can see, that's working great.
It's really distorted address.
Talking to a gentleman in the Ukraine, and I'd like to continue that, please, if that's okay. UT4UP, this is Mike Whiskey 7, Romeo Lima Tango.
Node 5390110.
Yes, having fun with this. So 7.3, but it is working. M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So this video is about connecting your DVSwitch app to your ALLSTAR node. That looks something like this. I recommend the one made by D7RPG if you're in the UK. So, how are we going to do it? First thing you've got to do is log into your node. So we're going to open up a program called Winscp. which looks like this, then you do need to log into it. So you would click new site, you'd put the IP address here of your ALLSTAR node, leave it at 22, then you would have a username and password. Now on mine it's root, yeah, because you're basically going into the SD card, and then the password you set when you set up the node. If you don't know it and someone else made the node for you, ask them, they'll tell you. It'll be root and something. Okay, so let's log into my one. We're straight in there. Now you'll probably start off at the root file. When you get to this, click etc. Then go down to asterisk. And there's a couple of files in here we're going to change. So I've already done it, so all you need to do is double click here and just basically copy what I've done. So we're at the very top here. I'm going to scroll down, yeah, until we get to a section that says here. So we're about, what, halfway down? Example for Android, iPhone. It's very important, this is the one you change. Now look here at these settings here, just copy them exactly as I've done it. What I'll do, I'll put in the link, a place where you could, if you need to, where you can copy and paste these. So get that in, and this is what I've done, yeah? So we'll go down through, type, friend, context, iax-client, authority, MD5, secret, raspberry, is, oh yeah, where yours will say something like password here, so you need to add your password here, so I just put in raspberry. Dynamic, all, SLIN, ulaw, adpcm, transfer now. So most of this was already there, didn't have to change much. Then just scroll down to the next part. Now make sure there's no semicolons to that. See these semicolons here? If they're there, it means these aren't going to be used. So just make sure that there's no semicolons. Add your call sign here, like so. And that's going to be your username, and I'll show you that in the app on the actual Android phone. And then once you've done that, just check this is the same as well. Again, if you need to copy and paste, I will put the links for a place where you can copy and paste all this if need be. So obviously you've got to be careful. You should make a backup before you attempt any of this, because you might make mistakes and stop your ALLSTAR node from working. So once you've done that, close that and it will save. Then go to extensions.conf. And now scroll down to globals. Okay, so near the top, globals. And the only part you're going to need to change is this part here. So look, if you look here, it's node equals 539010. So put your node number in of your actual node here. That way the app will link on the phone, will link to your node. Okay, so iax-client, I haven't changed any of this. I've left all this the same. I think I added one line. Where was it? I think it was this one here. x10 equals forward arrow dollar node and say digits. I think that's the only one I added on my version of my asterisk. But otherwise, I'll copy and paste all this. I'll put a link in the description so you can easily copy this. Just remember, node and then that. Once you've done that, yeah, I'm just gonna, just pause it, have a good look, send me a message. I'll send you a copy and paste of mine if I have to. Close and save that. So once you've done that, we're going to now move over to the actual phone and get that connected and working.